I have a lot
I
of
will
good
take some
crafts.
photos.
I will.
I just feel like
You.
like eaten.
Once you.
Or you're about to like cut me open because you're in the healthcare.
No! Trust me, once
you're in the
wide toed shoes, you can't go back.
I agree. It was a glorious revolution to me. Okay, who's doing recap? All right, I'm looking.
Do it.
Go ahead, take it away. We're gonna do a short recap today.
Short recap.
Bullet points.
Okay. If I had known that, I maybe would not have volunteered. Okay. They are getting yeeted somewhere. Where this is gonna be okay. Knight and Clem throwing up ink. It's not great. That's how everybody finds them, and they're like, "Let's go ask Albion if he's got answers." He's gone. He's dipped to peace. There's a note. Shantara grabs a note, and then we're like, "Well, we should actually probably power the thing now that apparently Caravel has like buddies he can call in." So that's what we do. Because Tara also with the note has the power thingy crystal to do everything. We all channel our magic in. We all try that, and whoa, Annette appears out of nowhere and sets of people, two mindsets basically: run away, get out of the thing that's about to just disappear, or stay in the bubble net. And Zazzy's like, I want to stay, but the group decides we're gonna leave, and then Zazzy's like, I'm not leaving, and the Knight's like, okay, I'll stay with you. But Zarafel and Kiros are already gone, and then Tara sees everybody staying. It's like, Kiros come back, but nobody tells Clem this. So she's just like, where is everybody? I'm always first. I always lead the way. And then she swerves and she's like, well, there's Caravel, who's gonna die looking at a hologram of his dead father. So I'm gonna go deal with that. Countdown ensues. We get yoinked around. Caravel and Clem kiss. And to save each other magically somehow. It's cute, but it's also like, what the fuck, dude? I think you're dead. Pop up, and most likely what we think is potentially the Crescent Isles, maybe, or near a coast of some sort, and we see little footprints. Can't find Amira, Stick, not Zazzy. Xanthe. It's the X one. X-boy. And they're all back at the camp. Clem goes to find them, and it's like, where's Caravel? If you guys are here, he's gotta be here, right? No, he got himself kidnapped. So, Clem's pissed at everybody, because she's like, nobody told me anything. And nobody helped me try to get Caravel away, and we lived. Now he's kidnapped, so we have to go rescue him so I can kill him. Cool. Tara and Kiros are mad at everybody else still for multiple things at this point, and we are setting up camp, but scouting a little bit ahead is roughly where I think we ended.
All right. Is there anything that anyone would like to add to that? I'm taking that as a solid no.
Nope. Everybody's pissed.
Mad.
Everyone's mad for whatever reason.
Apologized.
Okay, the majority of the party is mad.
I'm depressed.
So we're on to a great moment.
Big feelings.
Okay. All right. So just to remind me, we have all wandered, at least in separate directions. What are the groups that we're in right now? It's Tara, Kiros, and Clem, correct?
Yeah, we're tracking the tracks.
And then we have Zazzy and Knight and Amira staying put, correct?
And Stick. Stick is here.
Stick is there. Okay. All right. Which one of you would like to go first?
I'm in. We're in. I'm volunteering. I volunteer. Our group is tripping.
All right. We have a first volunteer. All right. As the three of you begin your journey, looking around, trying to find what's going on, are you guys just following the footprints, hoping for the best?
Yeah. There was no signs of struggles. But that's basically what
Keep
I'm...
an eye. Oh, sorry. Finish your sentence.
No ambushes. Nobody's gonna jump from the bushes. That's the only other thing I'm paying attention to.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I have everybody roll me a perception check? Unless you would like to roll something else, Kyros. I did accidentally cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. He was just gonna like specifically look for like if there started to be signs of struggle as they went.
Okay.
28.
Thank God. Thank God.
21.
11.
11? Alright. As you guys are all looking around to see if there is any kind of
struggle or as things procure, you don't notice anything out of the true oddness, other than you do see what look to be goat hooves kind of track behind. As you look at it, this looks like bipedal, like maybe some kind of centaur or something. Confused, these seem a little newer. That's what you and Tara really see. Clem, you're not really sure. Everything kind of looks still a bit muffled, a little scuffed even, I'd say.
The tracks that we see are different than the ones we saw before, right?
These are the same. There's just a different pair that has kind of appeared next to them, almost like it's walking behind it.
Can I discern, like, what direction at least the tracks are headed? Or am I just, like, there?
This looks northeast.
Okay, just gonna keep trekking that way.
Would you guys like to relay the information of the bipedal goat hooves to Clem, or are we just walking?
See that?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, sorry. Do you see that? I'll kind of like gesture down to the tracks.
The different ones?
Mm-hmm.
It seems weird that there would be someone just randomly appearing after all of this. Perhaps the organizer of it all?
Maybe. Or they were in the trees.
It definitely could be.
Or a
Could have
druid.
been.
We're looking at...
Goat print.
It would be weird for an innocent bystander to just join after someone gets potentially taken, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have these just shown up, or are we just noticing them? And they've been there.
Just showed up.
So, like... maybe they're older.
They don't seem older.
Okay, well then we continue to scout a little bit and look for a goat man. alongside the other things.
We could do that. I could also consult, like, see if there are any spirits floating around. If you wanted me to. They might have other information.
Worth a shot.
Sure.
Alright. And Tara will, like, cast Eyes of the Drowned.
Can you roll me a d20 flat?
Yes. Oh, that's out of my box. A 5.
As you're looking around, you can see from where these little footprints are, crackling veins of pure white that seem to stem off the path and kind of go down somewhere, more into the crystalline tree ridge.
And there's no person, like, attached to this?
It looks like feet prints, like tracks of something. But no one has really appeared.
Imagine that, like, so her Eyes of the Drowned looks like her eyes go, like, start shining purple, and her little spirits, like, float around her, but it's almost like she's not quite there. And I think she will, like, take a step towards that direction, and out loud in an almost, like, spacey kind of voice, she goes, "There's something there." As she, like, will start to walk in that direction, following it. And if no one
Something
stops her,
there.
she will, like, walk. She'll keep walking. I don't know what.
Are we choosing to follow? We're following? Tara,
Yep.
Tara, as you lead down and twist, kind of going through the motions, you can see yourself almost being blinded by this continual white footprint. You could see eventually handprints on the tree trunks, almost like it begins to run, but not a scared run, like a jog. Its hands linger on the bark just a little too long. The tree branches are a little untouched. And as you all follow Tara, there is a sweet, soft melody. As a figure finally appears before your eyes. And Kuros, this looks insanely familiar to you, as a lanky, long woman of pure white light and bright blue eyes stands in the middle of this grove. And with that, we're going to move back to Knight and Zazzy.
And my fire nightmare steed.
And your steed.
Forgot about that. I just remembered it right now. Alright, if we're staying here, I'm thinking I need to go get Xanthi.
Okay, I can stay here. That's fine. Should we? Do you think Xanthi might be too scared? Maybe.
Well, like, if we're not planning to go back tonight, I don't feel comfortable letting him stay there by himself.
That's fair. Yeah, you can go back. I can hold it down. Does your horse stay?
Honestly, I'm not too certain. This is the first time I summoned it? Is that the right word?
Yeah. Did you use a spell to cast it?
I think so. A lot of the magic that I have been doing has been very... It happens.
Okay, well then I'm gonna say you probably summoned it. I don't know whether that be intentionally or unintentionally. That might be a Are you like, well, I guess we can figure that we're still figuring out what you kind of have magic-wise.
Yes. Are you sure you don't want to come with?
It's okay. I should probably.
Fairies.
They're self-sustaining at this point. They've actually moved out, so I kind of actually want to see what
Oh,
happens.
they've
What?
grown up to the point of being able to be.
Yeah, there's actually a whole city and society that kind of runs within outside of my tent.
Okay. I have not seen that.
Yeah, I hope they're doing well. Last time I checked, I did threaten them to kill the bourgeoisie. So,
What's the bourgeoisie?
unfortunately, I do believe that would be what you used to be before you came here.
Like a soldier?
Rich people
Oh, yeah.
hoard the wealth, do not distribute it to. Anyways, you have to get Xanthe. Again, you're different now. You're changed.
I mean, I'm definitely don't have any money now.
Yeah.
I'll go grab Xanthe.
Okay.
I will click my button.
All right. Knight, you click your button, and when Knight disappears, Zazzy, it's just you right now. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I am just the most depressing setting up a food station, trying to find a camp situation that we can like kind of go into. I know that this place is all made of glass, obviously, but trying to just kind of make camp by myself slowly.
Zazzy, as you're trying to make camp, you can kind of see wherever you step, in the underneath, there's little baby tears that will constantly follow you underneath the crystal, as you can kind of see little sproutlings begin to kind of try and grow through it.
Oh, I don't know that we're supposed to be affecting the landscape in that way. Can I just like put my hand down on it to see what happens, like if it's kind of following me?
If you kind of put your hand down, you can see that they all begin to kind of swirl up. You could hear the small high-pitched clicks of the gloss being broken by these little root systems.
Well, I'm gonna like quickly try to spread them out with my hands and be like, oh, I feel like I'm doing something again. I need to not be doing whatever I'm doing. And I'm like gonna just like try to focus and stay on task for right now.
All right, you manage to kind of, if you keep moving, you'll see that they're trying to follow you, but they can't quite keep up. And Knight, as you press your button and you pop back up at camp, it is incredibly quiet. Are you heading straight towards your tent?
I'll be walking like in the directions towards center of camp to the tent, but I'll also be calling out Xanthe's name.
Roll me a d20 flat.
An 18.
As you're calling and kind of moving around, you could see the silhouette of Xanthe sitting at the big main hub of your party. However, Xanthe seems to be... You could see Xanthe's shirt has been shed off to the side, and he seems to be rolling a bandage over his chest continuously.
What happened? Did you get hurt?
As you kind of roll over, you could see Xanthe will turn around and kind of look at you. No, it's preparation, just in case. And he'll kind of scramble to put his shirt back on.
No, let me take a look.
It's not a wound. It's just in case. It's just in case. Just in case. What if I fall?
You don't bandage yourself up as like a just in case, Xanthe.
what happens? You don't know. And he'll kind of like keep pulling at the shirt.
I just want to make sure you're not bleeding. You know, things that can bleed can get infected.
I'm not bleeding. There's no blood.
Inciting.
Go ahead.
It's like-
Roll an insight.
Inciting. Okay, that's fairly decent.
9.
18.
Xanthi seems to be telling the truth about not bleeding. He seems to be doing this for a different reason.
Then what is going on here?
It's just in case.
A bandage isn't going to help, but just in case, Xanthi, it's something that you just want to put in your pack. You know, you want to hold on to those in case something happens, not to pre-wrap something up.
I didn't know. I'll make sure to do that going forward. And he'll kind of continue and finish and begin to kind of put the wrap away.
You know you can tell me these things if something's going on, right? There's no one else around. I mean, there's no ears other than my own.
You'll see Xanthi will kind of stone a little bit and sink more into himself. I don't have anything to say. Like, there's nothing going on.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to push if you don't want to tell me, but just know that if there is something going on, if this is something other than just pre-planning for a just-in-case chest wound, you know you could tell me whenever you would like to tell me. Practicing defense moves would probably be a little bit more protective, though, than some bandage against potentially getting stabbed in the chest.
Probably. I should probably get armor. Bulky armor. Big armor. That way I can get really big shoulders.
You would like really big shoulders.
Yeah, who doesn't want really big shoulders?
I mean, I can definitely go over exercises to try to help do that, but you're what? You're 8. Why are we thinking about big shoulders at the moment?
What else am I supposed to be thinking of? I want to be a soldier. I want to hold a big sword, and I want to fight people. I want to have big armor, and I just want to be a guy. I just want to be a person. That's it. That's all I want to be.
You want to be a guy?
Yeah, a big guy who just hits stuff. That's all I want to be.
How about we start with how to hold a sword and stances? You know, make sure that you just kind of give him like a very light shove of the shoulder that, like, you know, you get a little bump in and you won't tip over.
As you kind of tap Xanthi, you can see he immediately kind of begins to tilt, but kind of catches himself. That would be good. I should probably do that. I also should eat bigger meals, I think.
I mean, yes, but I mean, it kind of depends upon what you're eating. You know, protein is really going to be the main thing you're going to want to eat to try to build up all these muscles. But
So
I
the
might
granola bars.
We can
Zazzy's granola
ask
bars.
Zazzy's granola bars if there's protein in them, but I think they're a lot more of the carbs side of things a little bit. I'm thinking like eggs, you know,
Can we get a
meats.
chicken?
I am certain that we probably could buy some chickens and have a farm.
Does Kiros lay eggs if he's a chicken?
You know, we could ask him that question exactly, that if he were to turn into a chicken, would we get some free eggs?
Or would we just be eating mini
Ugh.
Kyroses? Is
That
that cannibalistic? I'm a little lost.
You know, I think I would be a bit uncomfortable to eat some eggs from Kyros. Let's not tell him this conversation has happened. It might get a little uncomfortable.
But imagine the science.
I mean, if you want to take that one for science, Xanthi, I will sit back and watch.
Speaking, where is everybody?
I believe we're in a place called the Crescent Isles. Have you heard of it?
Kind of. I mean, I've heard ghost tales about it.
I mean, I think Zazie might be setting up camp. Maybe we can do some ghost tales around the fire.
That could be fun, and then we could hit sticks. Not actual stick. I don't want to hit the stick goblin.
Alright, so yes, you and I, we could hit sticks.
Big shoulders.
If that is the goal, you know, I'll have to do some research. I don't know actually where I'd find research on how to help develop a plan that is properly for an 8-year-old. Because you definitely don't want to give you anything exercise related for someone that's like 36, like my age, but
I have a
8-year-old
confession night.
appropriate. Yeah.
I'm older than 8. Not by
Okay,
much.
how old are you?
I'm only 12. I was pretty short, and so I just said everyone when I was 8.
You know, that makes a little more sense. You seem a little bit smarter than a typical 8-year-old.
Well, also my dad really liked kids meals, so I would just tell everybody I was 8 in order to get a discount.
I mean, hey, if you could get a discount for free, why not try to?
Yeah.
You know, if we go into any towns and there are still places that have children's discounts and we can get away with it.
I'm still 8.
It technically lying, but I think that is something we might be able to get away with, as long as you don't tell the rest that you're also 12. No, I don't think any of them would probably tell on me.
I feel like the Xerophil would on accident.
Oh, you're right, Clem
On
might
pure accident.
just start talking about it. You know, you mention it, and she might just say, "Aren't you 12?"
I feel like that would be the case. It'd be pure accidental, but then we'd be thrown under the bus.
Well, if it works, it'd save us a couple, silver pieces.
Alright, well, if I save you silver pieces, you're gonna have to get me new clothes.
Done. And I also know that Amira knows, quite like blacksmithing. She makes armor and stuff. We probably could ask her. See about making you some...
A hammer. I could use a hammer.
If you're going to learn how to fight with a hammer, then you're going to have to practice with Amira on that one.
You'll see Xanthi.
I was thinking more of, like, your own chest
piece.
Armor piece.
That would be interesting. I can get it
Like a
engraved
half
too? Can I put ducks on it?
You could put ducks on it.
I want ducks.
In fact, I bet Amira would be ecstatic to hear that you are decorating your armor with ducks.
I think so. I saw her fall into the pond the other day to try and feed the other ducks. She doesn't have that much balance. But she does like ducks.
No. Yes. Alright, well... I'm just gonna give a big warning. Everyone's a little upset at the moment there at camp. Everything happened so quickly in the lab, but I didn't want you to stay here on your own.
Oh, goody. I'm so excited. Well, and he'll kind of pull out like a book that he found. He kind of looks at you. Good thing I got this.
What is it?
It looks like a book in pure gibberish. It's quite thick, and definitely doesn't look like it belonged to Xanthi.
Let me take a look. Did you just dig through Caravel's personal books while he's not here?
Yeah, I did. He has a lot of picture books. He'll kind of hand you the book.
Taking a look at this.
Comprehend language?
Yes, hold on. I actually think I have Eyes of the Runekeeper now, so I can read all writing.
Alright. As you look at this, you can see that it's basically a book on a bunch of enchantments. It looks like a bunch of scroll enchantments, how to do it, what kind of materials you need. It's a lot of just pure, like, almost like weapon enchantments, armor enchantments, scrolls, things like that. It's a magic book.
Yeah. Alright. As long as you don't damage it, don't drop it into any puddles, don't eat any food while you're reading it, anything like that. I don't need Caravel to come back at me because we damaged one of his books. Let's take it that we're checking it out like a library. We're gonna treat it with respect.
I can do that. I can do that.
I'm just gonna hand it back to Xanthi.
He just immediately puts it back into his bag. And Xanthi will kind of slowly pull out his button. So are we...
Yeah, we probably should head back soon.
Okay. And he'll click his button. And as you guys head back to camp, Kiros, Tara, and Clem, you all have wandered following Tara to see this gangly white female creature standing before you. And as soon as you guys kind of arrive, you could see that within a blink of an eye, her figure appears in the tree line, looking down at you. Long spreads of almost wave-like hair dripping all the way down to the ground.
We following her?
Tara is.
She's not moving.
What color is Kiros's mark currently?
It's a soft glow of white, but not as big as you'd expect it to be.
I'll kind of glance up and kind of stop and ask, what are you doing here?
I'll see the creature will kind of tilt its head. What are you doing here? Don't think I've met you before. And she'll kind of look at all of you as her eyes will split into three to watch all of you at the same time. Do I know you?
Who are you?
I don't know.
Clem, can you roll me a history?
No, I can't, actually. It's a 11.
This feels somewhat familiar, but you can't quite place it.
The only thing I'm thinking of is my mark glowing.
It's dim, but
Okay.
there. I don't think I've met you all before. And you'll see her figure will seep into the tree and reappear before you as she's just big-eyed at Shantara's face.
Well, I've definitely never met you before. I'm Shintara. And you are?
My name's Murray. You're such a cute little fleshling. You even got squishy parts on your arms. And she's gonna try and, like, touch you.
Shintara's gonna hide behind Kiros. Be like, no, don't. You need to ask before you touch people. It's not polite.
What is polite?
Oh god. Polite is like doing something nice.
Yeah, the
And-
definition is engaging in expected behavior of present society.
Ah,
Present being.
thank you, Clem.
She'll kind of skulk back a little bit, but she is fully honed into both you and Kiros, and she'll kind of just watch all of you at the same time.
What are you, Murray?
I don't know what your people call me. I'm from the sky, it would be the closest term. You watch me at the night time. I glow like a little bright light.
A star?
Ah, that word, correct, that's me.
Oh.
If you're a star, then how are you down here?
Well, Bearden's known for its absolutely giant gravitational pull. Sometimes it just takes you right from the sky, drowns you all the way down here.
Are there more of you?
Sure, they don't last long though.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't know why, but you human folk love to take 'em. They do something with them. Just go missing like little... Oh, I don't know what that word is in your language. Like something. Gone fast.
Have you been here long?
Maybe. I don't truly have a consensus of time. I just exist. I sit and I watch and I wait and I watch everybody as they go along and around.
Well, if you watch everyone, did you see a group of people come by with a tall man?
Oh, sure.
Can you tell us which way they went?
I could. I could even help you find him. But I need something done for me too.
What is it you need?
Well, there's a certain place. At the very top of it, there's a little skull. Inside the skull is a gem. I need it. If you could get it for me, I could even give you the ticket inside.
What does the gem do?
If you crack it, it gives a bunch of magic. I just need a wee boost to get me out of here.
So this would get you back home?
Mhm.
What is the ticket for?
To get inside,
Inside what?
where your friend is.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I bet a ticket or some kind of authorization to be inside there. I don't think he'll be getting too far.
Okay, so we need a ticket. We're gonna turn to the other two. We need the ticket. Where's the thing that the gem's on top of? Where are we going? Where is this? I'll go get the skull. We'll go get the skull.
And she'll kind of point to the very opposite way of where you came.
Of course. That's why would it be easy to just be like right there?
All right.
Okay. And
Do you know where he's... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Do you know where he's being kept?
Technically, a little bit. Not too much. They're a little reclusive, but I know what they're doing.
What are they doing?
Well, their new shipment is coming in. They're doing an auction. They're doing a raffle of some type. A big competition to see who takes home all the new and improved beings.
What exactly do you mean by auctioning off?
Exactly what they said. They take all the people, the most intriguing creatures they have, and then a bunch of groups will fight for the most rare one in a competition. The others get auctioned, but the most rare indeed gets special treatment.
And when does this all happen?
I think within the next day or so. The boat should be arriving on the shore within the next couple of hours. And then the master will want to take some time to get acquainted.
And who is exactly the master?
He's the Sky Master, the one that does all the trades.
Does he have a name other than Sky Master?
Don't quite know his name. He's a bit pompous of a man. Runs around with a lot of ships.
Alright, so there's a skull at the top of a hill. There's a gem. You need the gem. We'll bring it back here.
For the most part. At the top of a tower, really, on top of a hill, there's a gem. A skull with a gem inside. I need it.
Why can't you just go and get it?
You'll know once you get there. It'll be quite obvious what I can't get in.
Like no stars allowed sign or something.
You'll more than likely get no help from anybody. No gods or things are really allowed in that spot. True divine innovation is absolutely obsolete.
All right.
Got it. Okay. And it needs to be tonight?
Within the next day or so. I think tomorrow is the deadline. So if you want a raffle ticket in order to get in.
Okay. I think we need to go get the others.
Agreed.
Okay.
Thank you for the information. We will be back with your crystal gem thing. If you think of anything else that we would need to know, please let us know, as more information will help us get what you need.
I can't really go inside of it, so I can't really know what's there. I could look at it from a distance, but it just looks like a tower.
Understood.
She just stares
Well,
at you.
we will retrieve it for you.
Wonderful. I'll be waiting right here where you found me. Ticket in hand.
Perfect. I think Tara will start to walk away if no one else has any questions.
Walking away too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody's heading back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. As the three of you begin your head back, Zazzy, Knight, you'll both, as you've been cooking, Zazzy, do you want to do anything else while you're waiting, or just hanging about?
I'm chilling.
All right. As the dish is going incredibly well, you'll hear a small pop as both Xanthe and Knight will appear before you.
Looks like everything went smoothly.
Everything seems to be going all right at the camp.
Your pixies have taken over half the area, though, around your house. So.
Yeah, we have to have another talk.
Maybe we can give them their own, like, corner of the area. A spot in the trees or something.
Yeah, maybe. What if?
As you both are talking, you'll hear the small clipper clappers as the rest of the party will have teetered their way back.
Any luck?
Well, we met a star who saw what happened and told us basically that Caravel is maybe being auctioned off to like the highest bidder, and that she will give us a ticket to get into where we need to go if we go and get a gem from a tower.
Okay. And how far
That
is
is
the
what we learned.
tower away?
It's over there. In the distance. I don't really know.
And is this tower supposed to be dangerous at all, or?
Probably. It is a tower, and I feel as though, you know, things are not usually like a walk in the park for us. So I would assume that there is some sort of danger in it.
You mentioned the thing about the divine not being helpful, I think.
Yeah, she can't go in the tower. And apparently it'll be very obvious when we get to the tower why she can't go in the tower. But like if we don't do it, and Caravel doesn't get auctioned off for money, but they actually fight over him, or he gets taken off for other product by the Sky Master to get sold off at a different auction if he doesn't get sold at this one, and then we have to chase down boats.
Which we don't have.
And we have we need to have this done by tomorrow because it's tomorrow.
I mean, like how long? Because we've all just been through a big fight and none of us really had a chance to rest.
It's by tomorrow night. You could still sleep tonight to get your rest.
We just have to give it to her by the end of the day. The tower is not like that tall. We could get to the top of it pretty fast, right? It's what, like only 3 stories? We could fly it. Can we see a tower in the distance? Or am I just like looking off it to nothing?
The trees here at the vantage point that you're at are very tall, so there's not much that you could truly see.
I'll feed you before bed.
It can't be insanely tall, otherwise we would see it over the trees. And it's supposedly on a hill, so like... We could do it first thing in the morning. Get some sleep now. It's a logical
I agree with that.
response.
I mean, if you guys think that's this star's trustworthy, then okay.
We need
I feel like
authorization to get in, and she has the means to get in.
I feel like I've seen one of them before.
We have.
A star. 2 stars fall? Is she what is considered a fallen star?
When have we? When would we have seen another star? I mean, I know I feel like I've seen one.
The woman in white, maybe she's just like her. So I wonder if they're the same.
Oh, another lady. All right, well, we want to take a rest. I can do first watch. Stop biting me.
So who is doing what
I can take one
watch?
after.
We're gonna do groups 2?
Take a watch. With Night. I'll go with Night.
Kiros, who's going with yours?
I can go with Kuros.
And they're gonna be looking at each other.
No one volunteered. I'll be like, sure, I'll go. Mm.
All right, Zazzy, do you want to take the last watch?
Take the last watch.
All right. Well, Amira will volunteer to go with you as well on your last watch.
Oh my god.
All right. As we have all broken camp, Zazzy has made some delicious food with what we've gathered and gavaged. Is there anything that we want to do before heading and bunkering down on the cold gloss floor? All right. Knight and Clem, as your first wash begins, can you please roll me a d20?
Is the D20 each or just one?
Just one person, and then both of you will have to roll me a perception.
Okay, well, I rolled a 10 for the D20. I just kind of took that because you said roll it, I did.
Can you both roll me perception checks?
$23.
It's a terrible night. It's a terrible night. I rolled a 1. So it's a 9.
The night is slow and swift as it, I would say, almost inches through. There is a level of discomfort as the ground holds and clings the coldness. There is very little warmth, even with a small kindling. But nothing truly bad happens. Is there anything that you guys would like to say to one another?
You want to talk about it?
What are we talking about? It can mean a lot of things.
Whatever comes to your mind when I say it.
Well, there's a lot of things in my brain. We can start with the fact that, like, my hands no longer have the things in them, but they're still kind of glass and fragile, and that still kind of freaks me out. And then there was a fallen star, which I'm like, there's something bothering me that I feel like I know something more and I can't remember it. And then there's also the fact that Caravel is probably going to be fought over because, let's be real, he's going to be the most interesting thing there. And then there's the fact that I'm pissed at him because he wouldn't leave a fragment of his father behind, even though it's a hologram and it's not real. And then he kissed me, so like that's potentially better. So I'm saved. Like that didn't help. And then nobody came and talked to me or tried to be like, hey, we're actually staying. So like that resulted in that whole thing, and I was just left alone trying to drag him away from his dad. And he has a ton of daddy issues, which I might also have too. I can't figure that out yet. And then yeah, so like he's gonna be the most interesting thing, and then they're gonna fight over him, and then the Sky Dad, slip of the tongue, Sky Daddy, Sky Master. That's it. That's not it. There's more. I can keep going.
If it would help you feel better.
It does not help me feel better at all. I feel very overwhelmed, and I don't know what you want to talk about.
I don't know either. I just know that you were upset, and I wanted to open up the opportunity to talk if you wanted to talk about it.
Do you want to ask me why I'm upset, or are you just going to be like, you're upset, and then leave a door open?
Why don't you? I think you gave some hints, but yes. Why are you upset?
Nobody came for me or thought about me.
I think that's incorrect. I do think that I know for a fact that I thought about you. I just knew that in a matter of 6 seconds, I was like, I didn't know where you were, and I know you are smart enough to get out of a mess if that situation came, so I just took what I could in that moment. Xanthi and Stick Mirror. Zazie. Just didn't see us getting out.
Okay.
Would you have left, though, if someone did tell you? Seems like you were kind of stuck in a different situation.
True. I was stuck with Caraval, but I could have asked for help. But whatever, we're surviving. I worry that I am useful until I'm not, and then I'm not needed.
Clem, you are very much needed. You don't need
For
to be
what?
useful just to be needed.
But why am I needed? What for?
Do you not think
What
you've
is-
made any type of friendships while you were here? You and I.
Best friend, yes, but I'm also sitting here thinking if I'm the best friend and this means something, I still was under all of these other people. So I also worry that I will be traded like an object, like Min. I regret a lot about Min. I didn't do anything, but she was me and I am Min. We are tools. We are created for the purpose of being tools for others. And we are traded around when it is convenient or when we become inconvenient. And I'm scared that the friendships won't mean anything if it becomes inconvenient.
I think that is a part where just getting to know more about what relationships have to offer, I do not view you as an object to hand off for the best, the moment that time would be convenient. I also don't rank you amongst everyone that I care for.
Yes, I don't understand how relationships then are weighted. Because if you had to choose between one person and another, does a relationship not weigh on a choice?
I would say different relationships would weigh on such a choice when those bad choices are the only option. But at the same time, I feel like sometimes there's questions that don't even have answers to them. And it's...
So, this is then normal to not know how to handle a relationship between people.
I would say it is quite normal to not know the exact things that you need to do, or what are the best words to say. It is often more of just trying to do your best amongst those that you care about.
This is awful.
It is. It can be, but it also can be, relationships could be the things that really give people some of the meanings and the, I don't know, this might sound cheesy, but I must heard someone say the spark of their life or something along those lines, but
I could understand this. But could
In
it
a
not
way.
also be the destruction and end of a person? We heard the story of apparently Ophelia's mother who destroyed a town over a relationship. A sexual one, I think.
do you... Yes, that is a very interesting story that we learned about Ophelia. Do you remember when we were going through that library and we talked a little bit about heartbreak
Yes.
and the pain that it could cause?
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the pain that you're feeling right now is of that heartbreak.
Did you guys break my heart? Is that what this is?
It is more of when your heart cares for someone on a certain level, you care to a point where that your life would be different if they weren't part of it. So if something happens where that person isn't present or they have to leave your life for whatever reason, it's almost like your heart is broken.
This hurts and this sucks.
It does.
Well,
But from the way that you said it, it doesn't sound like Caravel... What had happened wasn't exactly what was planned, but he had saved you in that moment as well. So it's...
he did it
He's
in
a-
the most asinine way.
And you can tell him that when we get him back,
I have a whole plan because a kiss, it was great. I mean, we've kissed before, but like maybe question mark.
Well, I think the thing that we know now, which we didn't know when we first landed here, is that he's alive.
He is alive.
So, focusing
is
on the fact
grand
that you
and
have...
great.
that we are going to get him back, so you will be able to say those things.
Yes. That is it.
As your conversation is continuing, you can feel as the hours begin to pass, as your watch slowly comes to an end.
Okay. Well, I'll wake Kiros if you'd like to wake Tara.
Aren't they just sleeping together? They're not very stealthy about it.
Yeah, that's true. Do you just want to wake them both up then?
I'll get them both up.
And I feel like as Knight's getting up, he's dusting off his stuff and everything, and he'll awkwardly stand there and then just be going in to give Clem a hug.
Full
He'll be
hug.
he doesn't know for a moment of how to approach it, so he just awkwardly stands there, and then he'll step forward and be
Oh, the
arms.
real question is, does Clem understand what this is being initiated? Sure, we'll roll for that. Yay, she does. Even hugs.
Okay. And he'll just as before, going to let her wake rest up. He's like, Clem, you matter. Just know that.
I matter. Okay, I will remember that. I still don't understand why, what my purpose is for this group, but
You know, finding a purpose is one part of.
I have a
mattering.
purpose. It's
Or
just
even a purpose within a group.
I don't know what that one is. I know what my end goal is here. Just how that helps you guys.
You have a role.
All right, I'll go get the other two. They're probably still mad at you.
Oh, I definitely think they are. And he'll let her go. And then we'll go take a sleep near Amira and Xanthi and everyone.
Knight, as you roll back to your bed, you can see that Amira has pulled out the big fluffy bed that she used to have during the tents. And she's kind of sitting on it, and you can see that she's knitting something. Well, I guess it'd be more sewing, not knitting.
What you got?
As you come over, she looks at you, and she kind of turns, and she shows you what looks to be a green tiny frog. And she'll kind of slowly hand it over to you, and she's just going to immediately grab the cheek. And she kind of like starts pinching your cheek a little bit. You're such a little softy, you know that? You're such a soft little guy.
Were you listening to
Of
that
course I
whole
was listening. I don't
conversation?
sleep. You're so cute.
He's like, I feel like Knight's cheeks get a little red. Yeah, it's bedtime.
Oh, it is bedtime. My cute little. I'm just gonna go for the cheeks again as you kind of slowly get in, and you can kind of see she pats you on the head. Have the frog. It is for you.
Sword clenched in a hand.
Amira will quickly give you a small little head kiss, and as you guys head off to bed, Clem, you wake the pair.
I do. A bit like slap
That's not what I meant.
between the shoulders. Yep, hello. Wake up. No. Nudge.
Yes. Awake.
Great. Your turns.
Anything happen?
Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go over to the Zazie Amira Zazie Amira Knight and just be like, okay, I'm settling in this group.
As you settle in,
I'm just.
go ahead.
I'm gonna look to Curious and be like, do they just like? Are we not allowed in the cuddle pile? Like, do they want to give us space? Like, what is this?
I don't know. I've never been given the invite. Have you?
No, not usually. But most of the time, everyone's pissed at me. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's part of it. I don't know.
How quiet are you guys being as I like make my way to this other pile?
Probably like quiet. Like everyone's asleep. You
Yeah.
can roll perception if you want. Like.
I rolled a 3. No.
So, nope. I also imagine that we're like actively like walking the perimeter away too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, can I have one of you roll me a d20?
Okay.
Okay.
11.
All right. If both of you want to make perceptions, you guys can go ahead and do that.
Yes.
14.
13.
You feel as though something looks at you for just a split second. As your eyes curse around the gaps in the tree ridge, there's nothing really there, just the darkness. And as you look up, as the moon begins to hit its peak, you could see it is this giant, almost all encompassing moon that starts to trickle a small bit of red. But only in the corner. There is practically no stars, as the light from this is just so bright, and yet the tree ridge around you is pitch black.
Do you feel like we're being watched?
A little bit. It's a little unsettling. The moon's not helping
Great.
either.
No, I've never seen it like this.
I haven't either. But something tells me we're close to if we're not already here, we're close to the Crescent Isles. If I had to guess.
I would assume so.
Is there anything that you guys would like to talk about?
So are there things like on the Crescent Isles that you are wanting to do?
I mean, we have to find the key for the dragon. There's that. I both do and don't want to know more of where I came from, but the more I learn, the grimmer it gets. And I'm not sure how it'll pan out once we're there.
True. I mean, I am always for getting more knowledge than less.
Yeah. It's important to know the information, but it just makes me confront things that I'm not quite ready for, if that makes sense.
That is fair. Especially if you're not ready for it.
Again, I don't think I'll ever be ready for it, if I'm being honest, so might as well rip the bandage off.
There is no saying that we have to do, like, your thing immediately, either. You could always settle in to it.
We do have a bit more pressing things at the moment, if I'm being
Yes, it also is just like, I feel like everyone has something to do at the Crescent Isles.
Yeah. If I told you something that sounded a bit unsettling, can I rely on your secrecy?
Curious, darling. Look at who you are talking to right now.
I know.
I'm like the queen of secrets. So what is
True.
one more?
My blood is tainted and it's getting worse. And I don't know if being here will make it even worse then.
What do you mean tainted?
My mother always said that my father he had black blood, and when intermixed with other things, it turned him into a feral beast that had to be put down. And she always said that it was from him, and she didn't want me to take that risk, so that's how I ended up here. But it's not just me if I'm understanding everything. It's a bloodline. What's a blood curse?
All right. And do you have like any sort of information about it? Is that what we are going to the Crescent Isles for, or your thing? There's more information there.
Yeah. There is. But if I'm to get more information, then I need to get in contact with Raimi more while she's still together.
Interesting. Okay, Raimi is an interesting character.
Her and I are tied.
You're tied.
So. Mm-hmm.
How so?
Not quite sure, but it has something to do with Maltwa.
Who is what exactly, or who again?
He is a demonic beast, a beast of some sort. He's the one that caused the Red Moon, so kind of glances up. You remember when we went to Neferi?
Yes.
Way back when. And there was that festival celebrating Maltwa.
Yes.
Yeah. That pelt that they were carrying around, it was gifted to me.
I'm sorry, it was gifted to you? Like back in Neferi, or?
Dragon. No, back with the dragon. I don't know how she had it, but she did.
What does it do?
I haven't exactly wanted to figure that one out, because it is Furbolg skin. That's a little unsettling.
Fair enough. You said that you would have to talk to Raimi specifically. I mean, does anyone else have this other information about your family lines?
Well, we did. With Tressar. He said that we were kin, but he was gone before I could learn more.
Doesn't Min know more about you? Hmm.
But we sold them off, so
I mean, Tar's gonna like look over her shoulder at the sleeping pile. Couldn't we unsell her?
I mean, I don't see how we could not. The only downside is I don't know how well Toodles would take that. And she lives in her camp.
Well, it's I mean, Knight and Zazie both said that Toodles was willing to negotiate. That they just deemed the cost too high.
I think it's worth a conversation at least. I don't like the idea of leaving them there.
No, I don't either. And it sounds like Min is kind of necessary for us.
A bit. More than I thought they would be, but here we are.
As you both have found yourself talking, you feel that the end of your watch is starting to arrive.
Do you want to wake her, or do you? Or I can.
It is up to you. Why don't you go ahead? Actually,
All right.
Do you want to join the cuddle pile, or do you want to like continue to do our own thing over here?
That's up to you. I'll let you decide that.
Oh, Tar doesn't know. I'll just wait for you where we were before.
Okay. Oh. Toddling up to Zazie. Just kind of gently tap her shoulder.
Okay, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Good
good night. All right.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, I'll just get a mirror of myself. I'll just go over to a mirror. Hey, remember? Hey,
You'll see,
girl.
You'll see Amira will kind of. She's actually kind of meditates. Her eyes will just kind of fling open as she'll look over to you. Is it time already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl time.
And she'll kind of move to the center.
There's like a drop of sweat on Zazie's head. Just slowly going, great.
You'll see, as you guys kind of both sit, Amira's just gonna kind of look at you.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff going on with me, okay?
Uh-huh.
But, you know, first off, let's start off on this foot. I'm sorry to you, I know.
I am not mad.
Wait, you're not mad?
I am worried, not mad.
Are you worried for Caravel?
It is an all-encompassing worry, but Caravel specifically because he might be auctioned off.
I just figured he'd find a way to talk his way into being a bidder at the auction.
So, if we are where I hope we're not, there was... Caravel is a very interesting specimen to most people.
Oh, great.
You don't really see a lot of Zinfandels who still have gold hair or have angel-like skin, or especially because their blood can be turned into poison. It is not great.
Cool. Good to know. Yeah, wishful think. Okay, all that wishful thinking I had is kind of going back out the window.
But he did talk to them, so he must know something. He spoke to them in a language I don't think I know.
That's okay. At least you're safe.
How are you doing?
Uh,
And if you say I'm fine and nothing's wrong, that is not an answer.
Oh no, I was just gonna start with, I think at least half this party kind of hates me right now, and wow, it really sucks to be on this side. I don't like this.
I don't think anybody hates you.
I would say pretty close to angry with me, and I might only live like eight more years, so that's really cool.
What?
Oh yeah, when I talked to the tree lady that I saw down at the bottom of a hole, she said that usually it takes 10 years for a tree to grow, and I have 2 years of my life, like, that are just up in the air. I don't know if the lady who's taking our years is gonna take it from the tree me or the me, so I'm just banking on 8 right now. It's basically like I learned that I have a terminal disease.
Do you just become a
So, yeah.
tree?
I'm doing as best as I can, honestly.
Do you want to be a tree?
Well, at first I thought it would be kind of cool. And then, I don't know, 8 years is not really that long of a time. 10 isn't either.
Do you die?
It kind of seems like I become the tree. And live in the tree. I would have, like, these people I could talk to. But I don't know if you all can come talk to me. We didn't try that move.
I know that World Trees used to be a part of... a long time ago there was a type of a council between all the neutral towns. And the lady who controlled Neferi, she would come. So, if she can walk, could you walk?
I don't know. It seems like the trees can walk.
Imagine if you could move it, like with little legs.
Like the roots are the feet.
Could you give
Kind
it
of like...
Could you give it like little shoots?
I mean, if I become the tree, you can make me shoes.
But do you want to be it?
I don't know if I want to, if I'm being quite honest. I did. I thought I was just gonna become like, some religious leader, and we'd all gather around trees and hold hands, and like everybody pray to the tree, and the tree would give us things. Kind of like honestly what I thought druids were. Connection to nature. But it seems like I'm like literally going to become a tree and like ascend into goddom or demigoddom.
You would be a god?
Demi, kind of. All knowing. That seems like a lot to know a lot.
It seems like you already know that you don't want to be it.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I think it's just the time. I kind of thought I would get to live a little bit more life, but like 8 years, I can't really. I guess I better find. If I wanted to have kids, I better start. They won't even be grown-ups. They'll be kids. Oh my god, I'll be like leaving a kid behind. I can't even have a kid if I wanted to.
Do you want? You never.
I don't know. These are big questions, Amira, that I haven't thought about. And I again thought I had more time to think about these things, and now all the people except you and maybe I think Knight, but Knight doesn't want to hear about this probably. About what this is weird. This is like something I imagine that I read in a book where like after the third date you bring this up like just to see if compatibility wise. Not something you usually talk to your friends with. So it's all very odd. And every time I talk about it, I feel like I'm going to spiral and kind of go out of control.
Do you think that you spiral whenever you talk about it because you never release any of those pent-up emotions, and so when you finally let the lid off, it just all comes undone? Do you think maybe
astute observation as ever, Amira? That's so great of you to bring that up. So cool.
Zazzy,
Love,
Zazzy, there are so many other shoulders in this camp that if you just opened the box a little, we could take some of those things.
But what if all of the people whose shoulders I could rely on are already full?
Then take mine.
But you already have Knight and Caravel.
Zazzy, just because I have care for other people doesn't mean your problems and your thoughts are any less important to me. I have plenty of shoulders. Do you see these? And she kind of like flexes. It's just giant muscles. Big shoulders.
I appreciate that, Amira. There's a lot going on right now. And I appreciate you being willing. But I also think there's part of me that just has a lot of questions, and I don't know that everybody in this camp has those answers, and those are some answers I might have to find out on my own or with a tree. Again, the tree lady, there's lots of tree ladies that are coming to visit me, and they're all kind of just like this and that, and it's like a lot.
Well, my question for you, right? You vocalize interest in being a tree. You just want more time. If you're becoming a tree through some kind of stasis or some kind of transformation, couldn't they find a way to halt it temporarily till you could achieve that dream when you're ready? It is magical.
That's true. Yeah. I guess Albion doesn't know everything, right? I don't just have to, like, remove the thing and that's it.
Like, get rid of it?
Yeah, that's all he kind of implied.
Well, you're also talking to a scientist who sees things in black and white. If you want it, you keep it. If you don't, it dies. That's it. There's no middle. But if these three people can give you answers. Maybe you could figure out more about what you want and figure out if you can stasis it.
Okay, maybe that is a good idea. Okay, well, I guess that's a little relief for now.
At the end of
Now-
the day, Zazie, there is no wrong answer.
But it does feel like there is.
Why?
There's consequences to actions taken.
Like what?
Like maybe your friend doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
What friend?
I look over to the couple.
If they didn't like you or they didn't want to be around you, they could have ran away. But they're not. They're here. They're sitting at the camp right there.
There's something to... Yeah, there's physicality, but there's also emotional parts of it.
But that's what I'm saying. If they didn't want to talk to you, and they didn't want to repair something, and they didn't see love for you or anybody, they would have just left. People who don't want to be around you don't wait for you to talk to them. They just go. People who care will get angry. They'll get mad and they'll fight and then they come around. That is why they are angrily brooding. I'm ending at night. That one right there.
Yeah.
But it's also not your responsibility to take everybody's feelings onto yourself.
What if I care about everyone's feelings?
It is a beautiful thing to care. But if you try to make everybody happy with everybody, and you try to get involved, they'll never make peace on their own. They'll always need a mediator. They'll always need someone to sit there and hold their hand to figure out how to problem solve. Then you get nowhere.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's true.
What?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's great. I just have a lot of internalizing to do because that feels like it goes in the opposite direction of what we were just talking about. Because if I'm not there, then how will anybody ever, like, if I'm not there to help everybody, then how will they what else am I good for, you know?
Zazie, you're not only based off your actions.
But my actions do speak a lot. Like, actions speak loud. You know, they say that actions speak, like...
Zazie, if you could no longer heal tomorrow, do you think you'd be useless?
Guess I could still make pancakes.
If you had no arms or legs tomorrow, would you be useless?
Oh. You mean if I became the tree?
No,
I'm sorry, Mira. Everything keeps going back into one another. I love the sentiment. I really do. I just fear that I'm not ready for all of the sentiments to come together because they just come back in my head and make me even more confused. I use a lot of my words and my, quality time with others to show value. And so maybe there is a part of me that, I don't know, maybe there's a part of me that needs to be re-looked at, but I do think if I didn't heal and do magic or try to mediate, maybe I don't know what use I have outside of that. And I don't necessarily think I I don't know if words of comfort are going to get me there. I think it might just be something that I need time to think about. And because this is not me saying I don't appreciate everything you've said. Everything you've said is very nice. Maybe sometimes it feels a little like maybe too nice for what I deserve. But I also I appreciate and value everything that you've said. But I think right now I'm just really, really confused.
I agree. Right now, there is nothing that I can tell you, or I can sit with you, or anyone can that will help you figure out what you need if you are confused and lost. But there is an overarching sentiment that I will always hold towards you, Zazie. That no matter who you are, or what you take, or what you appear as, or what you can do, you will always be Zazie. You don't need to fulfill a purpose for any of us to like you or to want to be around you. And I hope that you can see for yourself how important you are and what impact you have, because until you can see it, you'll find no value in anything you do.
I appreciate that, Amira. I really hope you understand that I do.
I know. And I will always be here.
Great. You know?
Of course I know. Your love is abundant, constant, like the sun. It never goes away and it doesn't waver. If there is one thing I am constant about, it is that you care.
Thanks, Amira. Appreciate it.
Don't bottle things up. It is bad for your health.
Okay. Oh.
And she's just gonna slowly pull out a cookie.
Oh. Okay, I will take it. And I will just shove the whole thing in my mouth.
It's delicious, as per usual.
Little tear.
Amira will come over and she will just automatically hug you if you let her.
Yes, of course.
She is all over it. You can kind of see that she'll kind of hold on to you. And as you both kind of share a small hug, you finally see the all-encompassing moon almost drop from the sky instantly, going over the horizon as the little peak of the sun begins to shine as it hits all of the crystals and sends hues everywhere around you as the morning finally reaches.
I think coming out of the hug, be like, thanks, Amira. Again, I don't feel like I can thank you enough, and maybe thank you isn't even the right word for my appreciation.
I don't